Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Asa here, and I've been asked a lot recently this very question. How do you get dark matter camo? And honestly, I've been telling people that I thought it was pretty easy, and basically I'm just going to help you guys out and basically tell you what attachments I used on guns, game modes I played for that gun, and stuff like that. So I guess I can help you out. So hopefully this video will be helpful to you guys, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the number one most important thing, now if you don't have this, it'll be fine, you probably won't get dark matter as fast, but this helped me out a lot, is Nuketown. If you have Nuketown, that game mode will help you so much. It's ridiculous. That's pretty much all I played, unless I went to different game modes, which I will mention later on. But number one is Nuketown, and that map plays a very big factor in getting dark matter. And if you have it, I would highly suggest playing that map if you're going for dark matter. Now we'll start out with the snipers, because other than sniper rifles and assault rifles, I got everything else done in 1 week, and that was of course winter break, so I had enough time to do it. But the Draken, there's really not much to say for it. Just go for one-shot one kills in hardcore. I would recommend hardcore TDM because those games go by fast, and that one's pretty straightforward. The Locust and the SVG, I guess just play Nuketown, camp in the buildings if you have to for bloodthirsties, and yeah, because they require one-shot one kills too. The PO6, it is 3-round burst, but you can actually get one-shot kills with it. So I would recommend just regular Nuketown for it too. Second, we'll go to the light machine guns. All of these I got done in core on Nuketown. I think I got 3 of them done in 1 day. But what I would recommend is putting the reflex sight on all of them, and probably stock or grip. Yeah, grip. But reflex and grip will help you out a lot with these LMGs. And Nuketown, what is it called? Uplink. If you just go to the red car in the middle of the map, and or I think it's blue in this game, but if you just go to that car that's in the middle of the map, and you just sit there and head glitch behind it, in uplink, spawns never flip, and it's so easy to just sit there and grind off headshots. I was breaking, I believe one game I broke 23 headshots, and then the next game I got 25 headshots. So the LMGs were super easy for me to get. Just uplink played a major factor considering the games were long and the spawns never flipped. So, and the ball is in the middle of the map, so if you just sit there in the middle of the map head glitching behind the car, you can pick off those headshots easy with any of the LMGs. Now, for the shotguns, I would recommend core for the KRM and the Argus. Nuketown, of course, because they're close quarters. And reflex, I would highly recommend for the Argus. The Argus is, I want to say it's rarely one shot if you are not zoomed, if you're not, aiming down sights. It's rarely a one shot, one kill. So you want to make sure that you're always aiming down the sight. You can use ELO or whatever your favorite is. I would just recommend a sight for the Argus, and probably long barrel for all of these, of course. And KRM should be pretty simple. So should the Argus. Now, onto one of the 2 hardest guns to get gold in the game, pretty much. They were very difficult for me. I believe I got these 2 shotguns done in one day, and then the Haymaker and the Argus done in one day too. But the headshots with the Brecci and the Haymaker were a pain. I would definitely recommend either hardcore TDM or hardcore FFA. Now, whenever you play hardcore FFA, the only map I played was Combine. If you sit there and you learn how to play Combine FFA on hardcore, that map is so easy to grind out headshots. It's so easy. So I would just recommend play hardcore on Combine FFA for these 2, or you can even play TDM. But hardcore FFA does come in handy, I think. Now, the assault rifles. For every single one of these assault rifles, I would run high caliber on every single one. I didn't use a sight, I don't believe, for any of them. Not even for headshots. I guess it's a matter of personal preference. I couldn't really tell you if there was bad recoil when they had a sight or not. But I would definitely recommend sticking to the original sight and using high caliber, because high caliber really helps with headshots. And even if you're not going for headshots, it still comes in handy. But just high caliber and stock for all of these, and just stay on Nuketown. I got them all gold on core. So, well, the Shiva, I would recommend reflex sight, definitely. The Shiva is like the FAL, and I would definitely recommend reflex because it would help a lot. Okay, now onto some machine guns. The Kuda, I would recommend pretty much all of these. I would recommend grip, because the submachine guns were a pain to get headshots for. They were a pain. Like, these were the last things I got gold, and I actually got all the headshots done with them before I started going for bloodthirsties and stuff, because I knew they were going to be a pain and I just wanted to get them over with. The VMP and the Vesper were horrible. They were just horrible. They took me hours to get the headshots. Really easy for bloodthirsties and the rest, but the headshots were a pain. Just look at that fire rate. It's ridiculous. I would recommend hardcore Combine FFA for the VMP and the Vesper. Now, if you know how to play any other hardcore FFA maps, go ahead. I think Combine is easiest because I knew how to play it, and it's really close quarters. So that's why I keep referring to Combine, because it's a smaller map and it's easier to take people out if you know the spawns, considering it is close quarters. So for the VMP and the Vesper, I would recommend a grip and I guess the fast mag, or whatever else you want, but I would put reflex on both of them. Now, the recoil is really hard to handle even without reflex or any other sight. I don't think I found a sight that was really helpful with the recoil for the VMP and the Vesper, but that's where hardcore comes in handy. So just aim for the head, I guess. Pace your shots. Don't sit there and spray and drag all over the screen trying to shoot them, Pace your shots if you have to. Line it up. Make your bullets count, because after you shoot the first couple, it's pretty much over, You're not going to have the best control as when you first started out. Now, in hardcore, I believe it is one shot headshot with every gun, no matter what gun it is. I believe it is. I don't think I've used a gun that hasn't been a one shot headshot in hardcore. But yeah, so the Kuda, the Weevil, the Pharaoh, and the Razorback I got in core. The Razorback, people always ate my bullets. I'm not sure if that was just me, but I wasn't the best at getting headshots with it. But I just used the regular sight for the Razorback and regular attachments, just grip or anything that, you know, fits you. The Pharaoh, I used reflex. I'm a big reflex fan. I don't think there was a single gun I got elo sight for before I got it gold. Like, most guns I got gold, and I still didn't even have elo unlocked. So if you're sitting here asking why all I used was reflex, that's kind of why, because I didn't have elo, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know why, I just don't really like it. But the Weevil was pretty easy, just reflex, and the Kuda, this one might take some time for the headshots, just pace your shots, and I used reflex for that as well. Now on to the secondaries. The pistols, they were okay. The third pistol, I got that one done first because I knew it would be the hardest. Now the L-Car is fully auto, and it is a pain for headshots. I would definitely recommend no sight because the recoil is horrible. So I would recommend no sight and probably hardcore combine FFA. Now the long shots, for all the pistols, definitely play hardcore, especially for the L-Car. Now I know you can get long shots from the top of each building on Nuketown, so if you want to get them there you can, but with the L-Car, what I did was I played on Stronghold, and at the beginning of the map, or at the beginning of the game, if you just run to the middle and there are those two head glitches on both sides, I would just try to sit there and head glitch as long as I could and pick off as many kills as I could, because that is a long shot with a pistol at least. And so that took me a while to, you know, figure out. It took me a while to grind out long shots with these pistols, but I'm just trying to help you guys out in any way I can to get the hard stuff out of the way and get this camo, because it is worth it in the end. Even if it takes 2 months and you're still getting tired of going for it, it's definitely worth it. It really looks nice, and it was actually kind of fun going for it, I guess. Now the 3-round burst pistol, I can say you could fairly get gold in core, the headshots at least. If you're having a hard time with it in core, I would go to hardcore, combine, FFA, or whatever map. So whatever map you're good on. And same with the MR6. I would get this gold on Nuketown 2. I would not use any sight for any of the pistols. That's just me. If you're good with the sight or whatever, go for it. You know, I just didn't use that many sights on that many guns. Now, onto the launchers. These were a pain. Now, they're probably easier than you think they are. But don't save them to last. I believe FaZe Carl got everything gold and saved these to last. You don't want to do that. Every class you have, you want to have at least one of these on. At least one of them. And always grinding to get them gold. Because I can't really help you much with these. These are just when they call out score streaks, you destroy them. It's pretty straightforward. You're just going to have to get lucky and be patient. So I would always have these on you at all times. Either one, it really doesn't matter. It just takes a while. You just have to be patient. So always have one on you, and make sure you keep track of what you need to do and try to get it done that game. And that's pretty much all I can say for those. Now the knife, this one was fairly easy. It was actually kind of fun first 100 kills or so I got. But I did not stun. I believe when I got super desperate for the bloodthirsties, I used shock charges. But just camping in the building on Nuketown, it's super easy to get bloodthirsties with, as long as you keep moving around in the building and you know how to handle yourself. But this one is fairly easy. I thought it was. It wasn't too hard like it was on Black Ops 2, but it's definitely something different. Alright, well, that's been it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't think many people have been making videos like these, and I hope that I went in depth enough for you guys to understand. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment and I will always reply. So if you have any questions, just ask, and if you need any help, you know, I'll help you get it. Just ask me what you need help with and I got you. But I hope this helped you out a lot, because I mean, it does take a while to grind for it. And so I know a lot of people are getting frustrated, and so just trying to help you guys out in as many ways as I can. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Asa, and I'll see you guys later.